All right, what's going on, you guys? This is Al King coming to you live with the training uh, Level One Network. I need to mute this other video I have playing here. What you guys are looking at here is the One MLM Live, one of the tools that you'll be able to use if you're part of the top network. We have private offices that you can use to discuss income opportunities that are not associated with our actual MLM system. That being said, we do encourage everyone who's working with our team, especially if you're part of Level 1 Network, to go ahead and also get registered for the 1MLM system, the 1MLM system, and start getting the training in you that we have for you. Go ahead and unlock our free programs. We use our free programs as a way to help you get unlimited leads coming to you, quality leads coming to you, and we teach you how to use some of the social networks that are part of our free level to brand yourself and to get yourself out there so people can start coming to you and talking to you and asking you what you're doing and getting involved with what you're doing. But also, one of the things that you're going to find is that two of these social networks are very much a part of what we're learning through Level 1 in terms of how to get rankings, how to get traffic, using article hubs. And that's one of the things that I Am Faceplate offers. It is a free platform, a network that allows you to do plenty of awesome things that are related to what it takes to get ranked on the first page of the search engines. And so we recommend that you sign up for one MLM system and use these social networks along with IBO Toolbox, which gives you press releases and the ability to get picked up on their newswire. And again, it's a fantastic tool that you can use in order to boost page rankings if you know what you're doing. And that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about today. I'm actually going to show you some traffic. I'm going to show you what I've been able to start bringing in traffic wise, and I'm talking like organic search wise, where people are just typing in certain various keywords that I've targeted and I have attempted to get ranked for, and I'm getting ranked for them, and I'm actually showing up on the first page for several different results. So we're going to kind of go through that really quickly, but at the same time, slow enough for you to really see that what we're learning through Level 1 works. And while I'm doing that, I've got a couple of things to say for some of the people that have signed up for this program, because again, I push the educational side of it. I talk about number one rankings and things of that nature, but a lot of people get started with Level 1 to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. That being said, if the only thing you want to do is sell the Level 1 program and you're not actually taking the training part serious, it's going to be very difficult for you to do that. And the reason why is because you're going to run into one objection over and over and over again, and that's what makes this different from Empower Network. And if you haven't really gone through the training and haven't really gotten yourself some number one rankings, and you cannot say with conviction to other people that this is different, you can't do it, and you won't be able to do it. And so you will continue to stub your toe time and time again when trying to talk to somebody about the Level 1 compensation plan, and then you may become discouraged and quit and say, this Level 1 network thing isn't going to work, and you're not really examining the fact that you are approaching it entirely wrong and that it is you who's not working the program the right way. I mean, it's the same thing with any MLM company, right? I mean, even if you're in Empower Network right now, if you really want to sell and promote the program, you've got to really, go all in. You've got to get all that training in you, and you have to immerse yourself in what they're talking about to really effectively sell it. When I was an ACN back in 1998 through 2004, we had the same saying. We said, look, you might be in the business, but the business isn't in you until you've been to a national event. And once you went to a national event, then the business was in you. And once the business is in you, now you can effectively sell and promote that business. And I'll go all the way back to my experiences then. My business was totally different after I went to a national than before I went to a national. And again, that's all part of any MLM experience, any MLM company that you join. If you're looking to get involved with Level 1 right now, or you've gotten involved with Level 1 and you're struggling, make sure you're tapping into the training that is available so you can understand what's different. Get yourself some number one rankings. Get yourself some traffic like what I'm about to actually show you here right now. Now, what you're looking at here is a real transparent shot. This is my actual TNG Google Analytics account. And when I first set this thing up, I really didn't know what I was doing. So I kind of had one that was mixed and mingled and was sort of tracking everything through the wrong code. But this is good because it's going to be able to show you guys some of what's been happening for my domain, and I'm starting to track some things more closely now as well. But what I want to also show you is my level one data. What I eventually did was pulled it out and realized that I could have separate accounts and track, separate, have, separate tracking codes. And so I created one especially for level one network. So let's go here first. I'm going to show you guys this. All right, now this is over the last 30 days, you guys. Okay, now this was a pretty good day of traffic yesterday. And again, this is just the traffic that comes my way on a daily basis. What I want to show you guys is the new visitor percentage. About 82% of the people that come to my level one blog are brand new people. Now, again, this is also what you want to check out. We've had 1,400 visitors in the past 30 days. 1,200 of them were unique. In other words, they're brand new, first time. So that's that 82% that you're looking at right here. But also a pretty nice chunk, 17% are returning visitors, which is always a good thing. It tells me that maybe people have bookmarked my site and they've come back to it. They wanted to reread something again or check something out. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing traffic, I'm seeing leads, because as you know, through one MLM system, we market multiple streams of income. And again, I get random signups for various programs that I market. Partially because of the fact that I'm an old school internet marketer. I know about the importance of placing links in certain areas where they're going to be up for years and years. So I can always have that in my back pocket. But what I really needed to learn was this SEO, learn how to bring in traffic organically, which is what I'm about to show you guys right now in just a moment, because I'm pretty excited about so much of what's been happening since I got involved with level one, if you can't tell already. But here's what I want to do. I want to go to the overview. This is the traffic sources, as you guys can probably see. And this really breaks down that traffic for you like nothing else. 66% of my traffic, almost 67% of my traffic is search traffic, which means that this is coming from search. 11% is referral traffic, which means that they landed on a page or something and then saw a link to another page, and so it was a referral from a website or something. And then the direct traffic is, of course, people who directly went to my site, which is not bad, at all, that they actually typed it in. So 21%, not bad there at all. Now, again, why is this going on? Is because, quite frankly, it's the level one training. Now, as you can see, some of my number one keywords, I'm putting it out there for right now. Let me move my screen over here so you guys can really check that out. Okay. What you guys can really see here is I'm doing pretty well for a couple of different keywords here. Solivay review, Solivay compensation plan. Okay, now again, this is just traffic over the last 30 days. Okay, and this is all organic. Now I'm gonna be totally honest with you. That's not really impressive. I know some people probably want to see like thousands, and I'm gonna get there eventually. But this is sort of what I wanted to make as a point to you guys is that um, I can actually tell somebody that I have number ones, which is something that a lot of you can't do if you just get in and you don't take the training seriously. I can actually say to somebody, okay, but I'm on page number one for that keyword, and it's not a high traffic keyword. Those are keywords that get maybe 1,000, 2,000 searches a month, right? So every single month, about 2,000, folks are checking it out, and I'm pulling in about 1% of that traffic, which is about right if you guys know numbers and understand the odds and the statistics of traffic, of online traffic especially, because the online user, their attention span is already so fragile as it is. And so again, this is part of the sales game that a lot of you guys don't understand. And this is why I'm not bashing folks who do this, but this is why a lot of, some of the bigger gurus are pushing paid advertising. But again, they're also saying to it, and that's true because it takes a lot of money in order to pull results from those ads because you're going to have so many eyeballs and so many people looking and so many people clicking, and out of those people who click, only a certain amount are going to actually sign up. So it's just like a funnel, actually, right? At the top of the funnel, I don't have a funnel here to actually represent it for you, but at the top of the funnel, it's very wide, and then it gets slimmer and slimmer at the base. And so again, at the very top, you're talking about all those people who just see it, right? It's the eyeball range. Then you have the click range, the ones that actually on it and went to the site. Then you have the ones who actually stayed and read it for a while, right? Because a lot of folks actually clicked off once they got there. Some actually stayed, and some actually clicked another link, which maybe went to a sale or to a lead capture page or something of that nature. And so this is business. This is what we have to understand as business people, right? This is, it's not all fun and games, to be honest with you guys. Sometimes it's about the numbers. And so when we're looking at the numbers that you're seeing here on the screen, this is the past 60 days. Okay? Past 60 days. And there's about 1,000 keywords that for some reason, they didn't pick up for me. So there's tons and tons of traffic that I'm getting from random keywords. I'm not even sure exactly which ones. I have, of course, an idea based on the fact that I know what I'm marketing and what I'm targeting. And so again, I'm bringing in some decent traffic. Again, over the past 60 days, 3,000 people came to my site, and about 66% of that traffic was from search, from people just randomly typing in stuff. And so over 50% of my traffic coming from search. And one of the things that, again, that is so impressive about this, and if you really understand where this is going, is that look, if you master this skill, you can get page one rankings for various things. And that's the thing that really blew my mind when I first signed up is I really realized, like, wow, I could get ranked for anything. I have a partner who's in this. Shout out to the shirt and tie guy, and Jock T. Morris out of Atlanta. He's out there actually promoting a Candy Crush website. Why not? I mean, people are looking up Candy Crush. There are so many people who are interested in that product and in that game, and they want things, that are really related to it. So why not make some money off of it? This is what wealthy people do, you guys. So Level One Network is so much beyond just selling a program. Even though it's got the Pass Up program, it's pretty much like Empower Network's compensation plan, but it's not the same one at the same time because again, with Level One Network, if you don't own a product like the Master's course, which is $5.99 and is worth every penny, again, I recommend that if you really want to go beast and really want to get super traffic, go ahead and buy that Master's course, $5.99, a one-time investment, and you unlock so much rich training. It's just going to blow your mind with value that you're going to get for that for that $5.99. Now, again, after you unlock that and you're able to soak that training up, right? You're going to be able to start getting rankings and getting traffic and be able to turn around and tell people, hey, look, you guys, this is so much more than just a program to make money with. Even though you make money, this is really about learning a skill set that you can use beyond Level One Network. And, like I was about to say, in Empower Network, if you don't own one of the upgraded products, and someone that you recruit purchases that product, you lose that sale. Well, in Level One Network, you only lose sales. So if you can't afford the master's course, if you don't have $5.99, you can still join Level One. You can still promote Level One. You can still encourage people to buy the master's course, even if you don't have it. And I know some people won't want to miss out on 3 sales. So if you don't want to miss out on 3 sales, drop your $5.99. Come up with it. Find the money. Get that purchase and then promote it, and you can make that right back with 1 sale. That being said, if you really don't have it, and I know a lot of people don't have it, and you're okay with missing out on the first three sales, every sale after that is going to come to you because you will own the product. That's kind of how Dan has it set. It's a nice give back for those of us who are marketers and who really and truly want to learn this skill set. Because like I said, you guys, that's what it's about. It's about learning how to get ranked and how to pull in traffic. So again, as you see 3,000 people coming in, and like even like a lot of the referral traffic, which I'll show you guys here. Let me show you guys here on the side. Gotta move my camera in a little bit again. Sorry about that. All right. Look at the source. Okay. 2,000 people came from Google. Okay, out of this 3,000, 96% of my traffic, you guys, came from Google. But I'm also picking up traffic from Ask.com, from AOL, from Bing, from the Babylon search engine, from Yahoo, from Comcast, right? Not a whole lot, but Google, which is the number one search engine, and that's the main one that I'm worried about in the first place. But let's also look at the referral traffic source. Okay. Now again, this is the referral traffic. Okay. The search traffic, referral traffic, and your direct traffic. So in other words, someone lands on a page and then they go to a link. Okay. But let's look at our referral traffic. Okay. So in other words, this is people who came to levelonenetwork.com and ended up finding my stuff. This also, of course, includes people that come to one of my blogs and go to another blog that I've written. So this is pretty good. This is click throughs. Okay, it's some good stuff. But you'll also see IBO Social on here, which is not bad. This is a brand new site which I actually just threw some content up on here 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm excited to see 5 hits in just the last 2 days because I can only imagine what's going to happen over a 30-day period with this new source. And this is all part of IBO Toolbox, the IBO Tube, and the IBO Social. And I'm starting to use these a lot more as well. I'm starting to really understand how to use some of these other tools thanks to what Dan Miller is teaching through Level 1 Network. Again, you only understand it if you've gone through training. If you haven't gone through the training yet, you're not even going to pick that up. But for those of you, shout outs, who have gone through the training, you understand exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about our article hubs and press releases and the importance of them, and finding other high-ranking websites to bring traffic to you. And IBO Tube, which is part of IBO Social or IBO Toolbox, is going to be a brand new source of traffic that a lot of networks are going to be using and utilizing. Pretty excited about that. But you also see Pinterest on that list as well. And right now, you guys, I'm just showing you the top 10. Okay, so you guys have an idea of what's going on there. All right. Now, again, these are the direct traffic. So, in other words, folks landed on these pages, and you know, they then, of course, went somewhere else. But these are some of the top ranking articles at the same time. And you'll see again some decent traffic, which again, for the most part, is organic. I'm not paying for this traffic. I'm sleeping in bed and people are coming to my website, checking out stuff that I'm doing. I'm out, I'm driving somewhere, I'm doing something else, and people are coming to my website. Sometimes people are opting in. Sometimes people are contacting me about, one of the things that they read. I just got an email last night from a lady that read a press release, and this is something I made in another video, understanding that some of the things that he's teaching us, we're really branching out and really using the internet right now. That's what we're really learning to do, to get off of just Facebook, because so many of you guys are just marketing on Facebook and you're not thinking bigger picture. Facebook is a great medium. Don't ever leave it or lose it. Right now it's still hot. But there are so many other avenues. Don't get locked into feeling like you have to spend all of your day and all of your time on social networks, because there's so many other things that you could be doing. You could be writing articles that you put up one time, and then you don't have to do any more work. That article is done. It's going to pull traffic for you. It's going to push traffic for you. It's going to do a lot of awesome things for you. But you do it one time. It is the epitome of residual income. Doing something one time and getting rewarded for it over and over and over again. This is a real time, thing. And what I'm gonna tell you guys right now is when I get up to 5,000 people coming to my sites a month, that's when I'm gonna start seeing some really ridiculous right now traffic where I'm just gonna be able to log on and at any moment there are gonna be people hitting my site. But again, right now I'm averaging about 1,200 a month, 12 to 30 to 13 hundred people a month right now. And like I said, so much of that is automatic. And so here's my question to you while some of you are watching this. How many of you are pulling in 1,200 to 1,300 people a month right now? How many of you have 1,200 to 1,300 people looking at various things that you've written and that you've put together right now? Again, sign up, get started with Level 1 Network, start going through the training, and you're going to have these types of results or even better, right? Because you might work harder at this than I'm working. This click for me, and that's what I'm here for too. Is as you're going through the training, you can ask me questions and say, hey, how can I link up this? What article hubs are you using? Where are you putting press releases? How are you doing this? How are you can bounce stuff off of me, and also you can show up for the live Tuesday meetings, and especially the live Thursday trainings, and ask Dan. Dan will have plenty of Q&A time at the end of all of his sessions. Something I also love a lot about being a part of this network. And I'm telling you guys, you join Level 1 Network for the education, join for the money to be able to sell the program once you start seeing results, because then you'll be effective. You'll be able to tell somebody, look, this is different from Empowered Network. We're not calling you a wussy or saying to release your inner badass, you know. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's motivation. They're really pumping a lot of folks up to do things that a lot of people just should do and aren't doing, like work at your business daily. I mean, that should be common sense, but it's really not. I mean, it's amazing how many people I've seen sign up for businesses and they prioritize everything else over their business. Their business is always taking a back seat. And these are the same people who are jumping from company to company to company, and they never really truly understand that, you know what, I got to shut some other things off for a while. I got to say no to that and create some time for myself so that I can focus on learning what I need to learn and then start doing what I need to do to start getting the results that I want to get. And so again, you guys, it's my pleasure to share this information with you, but get started. Join right now, sign up for Level 1. It's $50 a month. That's what you're looking at. $50 a month. Again, if you go out and you promote the program, you won't be paying for the program. Even better, if you're starting to bring in traffic and you're growing your other programs, you're making money in your other businesses, then you can create enough cash flow to keep your access to Level 1 Network alive, and to be able to use all the awesome tools and things that Level 1 Network as well, like the SEO Scope and some of the other products, the SEO Pro Connect and also the PDF Pro Express. I'm telling you guys, it's a full suite of awesome education information that's going to do wonders for your business, no matter what type of business you're in. Even if you're not in network marketing right now, you guys, even if you're not pushing somebody else's product and you have your own product, but you want to learn how to get page one rankings and pull in traffic for your product, that's what we're talking about here with Level 1 Network. Again, this is my pleasure to share this information with you guys. And hopefully you've seen enough right now for you to understand the importance of why you got to get signed up. If you haven't, if you have some questions, feel free to get with me. Ask me any questions that you have. I may refer you to a live overview. I may refer you to a video because sometimes that's a little bit easier to answer your questions than for me to be going back and forth. And also, I want to know that you're going to take the time to be a student, because if you're not, you're probably not going to make money with this anyway, to be honest with you, because you're not going to learn how to really talk to people the right way, which is the last thing I want to say in closing. We're rolling out a system from Top Networkers Group called the Page One System. And we're going to be training people on things like sponsoring people, how to actually talk to people, how to build your list, how to, actually share an opportunity like this with other people, how to be prepared for the objections and the questions that folks have, things of that nature, very important things that you want to learn and be able to do in our business. So with that, you guys, thanks for watching Top Networkers Group. Al King, get with the team, you guys. Work with the group. Sign up right now today. Level 1 Network, 1 MLM system. We'll see you all the way at the top. Thanks for watching.